Beloved, I want to speak with you about a tension that many sincere seekers quietly carry. That is the pull between the Gnostic Jesus and the Orthodox Jesus. One feels alive, immediate, personal. It is an inward experiential knowing of Christ, whereas the other offers clarity, morality, and grounding in structured doctrinal expression of Him through religion. And in between the two, there is often fear. Fear of being wrong, fear of missing truth, fear of overlooking God while trying to find Him. But let us bring this into the light with honesty. This tension is not a sign that you are lost. It wasn't for me anyhow. It was a sign that I was no longer willing to settle for what was merely safe, and instead I was seeking what was true. Because many of us have done this. When spiritual openness becomes overwhelming, we move towards structure. We move towards safety. We study, we anchor ourselves in doctrine, because we seek certainty, and yet something within us feels further away, but not even closer. And that experience should not be dismissed, because even there, it is revealing something profound. But at the same time, we must also be discerning enough to see what's on the other side. Purely internal, ungrounded spirituality can feel profound, but without testing, it can become untethered. It can lead us into what feels true without it necessarily being true. So the answer is not choosing one over the other, but instead it is learning to rightly order them. The way of Christ is not formed in rigid dogma alone, nor is it found in untested inner experience alone. It is found in alignment, a life where what is within you and how you live are no longer divided. And this is where discernment matures, because instead of asking which path is correct, we begin asking which of these produce truth, clarity, humility, and real transformation within me without fear driving it. Because truth has a quality. It steadies you, it clarifies you, and it certainly doesn't rush you into panic or force. Even when it confronts you, it does so cleanly, does it not? What many experience in the spiritual path is openness without grounding. What many experience in religion is structure without life. Neither on their own is fullness. So your intuition is not something to silence, but neither is it something to follow blindly, because it is something to refine, to test, and to observe through its fruit. Does it lead you into honesty, responsibility, a deeper grounded love? Or does it lead you into confusion, superiority, or fragmentation? This is how truth becomes known, not by fear, but by fruit. So let this settle within you. You do not have to force yourself into dogma to be safe, and you do not have to abandon structure to be free. Walk honestly, stay grounded, and let what is true prove itself over time. Bless you in Him, beloved.